Now let's check the conductivity of water. To test the conductivity of water, we have taken some distilled water. So what is distilled water? It is the purest form of water obtained by the process of condensation. So water is evaporated and then water vapor is then cooled down to form water again. So that is called distilled water. So it will be the most purest form of water. So let's check what will happen if we use water as a conducting medium. Now I have taken some water in the bowl. So let's check. First we have to connect the positive terminal of the LED to the positive terminal of the battery and use a insulation tape to make it constant. Now I am having the negative terminal and I am going to connect it to the negative terminal of the another battery. Now the negative terminal of one battery is connected to the negative terminal of the LED and the positive terminal of another battery is connected to the positive terminal of the LED. Now let us connect the two batteries. Okay, if we connect these two batteries together, that is, if we close the circuit, then the LED light is glowing. Now we will connect this negative terminal to a wire. And we will have another wire and we can connect it to this terminal. Now we have connected two wires to the positive and negative terminals of the two batteries. So if we connect these two wires, then the so now if we connect these two terminals, the light is glowing. So the circuit is closed if these two terminals are connected. Okay, let's check the conductivity of water by immersing these two conducting wires into the water. So now I have immersed these two terminals into the bowl and the LED is not glowing. So let's check it again by directly connecting these two wires. So if we directly connect these two wires, the LED light is glowing. But if we connect these two wires through water, okay, if we immerse these two wires into the bowl containing the water, the LED is not glowing. Why water is not conducting this electrical energy? Okay, so in order to conduct electrical energy, or in order to make the electrons flow, we need free electrons. So what is a free electron? The last session we learned that water contains H2O. It is a molecule containing two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom. So this molecule will always be in a neutral manner. So if we add any minerals into water, then the minerals will be separated by the force of attraction created by water molecules on that minerals. For example, NaCl. So let's take some salt. Now I have taken some salt. So let us check the conductivity of salt. I have taken these two terminals and I'm going to insert it inside the cup of salt. So what's happening now? Okay, it's not glowing. Okay, let's check. Now if you see this LED light, you can see there is a slight glow in the LED light when I dip this in salt. Can you see this? A small glow is found on the salt. So if we dip this wire into the cup of salt and the salt conducts a small amount of electron. So what does this mean? This means that salt, that is NaCl, contains a very few amount of free electrons. So what is a free electron? A free electron is a loosely bonded electron found in an atom. So NaCl contains some free electrons. Now I have inserted the terminals into the water bowl, but I have not mixed salt in this. So let's check the conductivity by looking on this LED. So I have mixed salt. Now you can see that the LED is glowing little brighter. So let us wait and let us dissolve this. Children, now the salt is well dissolved in water. Now these two wires are going to be dipped in water. So you can now watch it. The LED light is glowing. So the two wires are separated from each other, but they are connected through salt water. So what is the difference between the normal or the distilled water and the salt water? The salt water contains sodium and chloride ions. So chloride is nothing but chlorine atom having one extra electron that is obtained from sodium. So these extra electrons are called the free electrons. In general, a metal wire, a copper or aluminum or any other metal wire will have a lot of free electrons. So they will conduct electrical energy. That is, they can make these free electrons flow in a particular direction. So you can watch this. So if these two wires get in contact, okay, you can see that the LED is glowing much better because these two wires are connected directly. So it has lot of free electrons and hence the glow of this LED is more. So the potential of the battery is pulling these free electrons in a particular direction, and these free electrons are moving inside this LED light, and these electrons are making this LED light glow much brighter. So if we remove this connection, then the flow of electrons is stopped because the circuit is now open. So these two wires are separated. If we connect these two wires through this water, then the potential of the battery will force the free electrons inside the water, inside the salt water, to move in a particular direction and make it flow through this wire. So this will cause the LED light to glow, but the amount of free electrons in this water is not as equal as amount of free electrons in this wire. So the amount of free electrons is lower, the brightness of this LED is low. So if we have more electron flow, then the brightness of the LED will be more. So we will learn about the flow of electrons in the upcoming sessions. Thank you.